Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Understanding Academic Fundamentals. So today I am going to explain you what is algorithm. Okay, algorithm is nothing but a step-by-step procedure to solve a particular problem or to complete a particular task. Okay, for example, let's say you want to call somebody with your phone. Okay, so what you will do, you will take your phone, correct, you will dial the number, okay, then click on the call button, you will talk and end the call. Okay, so these are the steps which you are performing to make a call, correct. So these all steps are called as what? Algorithm. Okay, so it is nothing but a step by step procedure to complete a particular task, that is algorithm. Understood? Now I will take simple example of addition of two numbers. Okay, now I have to perform addition of two numbers. Okay, so for that I am writing the algorithm. So step 1, first step will always be start. Okay, after that, next step, I want to add two numbers. Okay, so for that I require two numbers, so I will read here, read two numbers, let's say A and B. Okay, then step 3, I have to perform addition of these two numbers, so I am writing here A plus B. Okay, and I am storing this in add. Okay, next I have to display the result of addition, so I am displaying display add, which contains the result of addition. Okay, and at the end I have to stop. So first step is always start, last step is stop. Okay, after start I am reading the input. Okay, taking the input. After taking input I am performing the operations, and after performing all the operations I have to display the output. Okay, here I am taking input, here I am performing operations. Okay, and after that I am displaying the output. Understood? This is the simple algorithm to add two numbers. Okay, now let's say if I want to check a number, okay, is positive or negative. Okay, if I want to check a number is positive or negative. Okay, so the algorithm will be, first step will be start. Okay, after that next step is taking input. Okay, here I have to check number is positive or negative. For that I require a number, so here I will read a number. Okay, let's say A. Okay, after reading the number I have to check whether this number is positive or negative. Okay, so step 3, here I will check if this number A is greater than 0. Okay, if it is greater than 0 means the number is positive, so I will write here, then display number is positive. Okay, and after displaying number is positive we have to stop. Okay, so and if this condition is false, okay, so I will display what? Display number is negative. Okay, and step 5 will be stop. So once we got that the number is positive, we have to stop, so I am writing here go to 5, which is stop. If this condition is not true, means that the number is negative. So we will display number is negative and stop. Understood? What I am doing? I am reading a number A. After reading a number, I have to check whether this number is positive or negative. So I am checking here. If A is greater than 0, means that the number is positive. So if this condition is true, I will display number is positive and I will go to last step, that is stop. But if this condition is not true, means your number is not positive, means it is negative. So I am displaying here, display number is negative and stop. Is it clear? These are two simple algorithms. Okay, now let me take one more example, which uses the concept of loops. So question is, we have to read n numbers from the user, and we have to count the number of positive numbers and the number of negative numbers. What we have to do, we have to read n numbers from the users. It can be 10 numbers, it can be 20 numbers, it can be 50 numbers, any numbers. And after that, for each number we have to check whether that number is positive or negative. And we have to count the number of positive or negative numbers, accordingly. So start the algorithm. First step will always be start. Second, so second step will be, you have to read total numbers. How many numbers user is going to enter. So here I am asking, read total number count in, say, n. After that, what we have to do, we have to count the number of positive and negative numbers. So to count the number of positive and negative numbers, what we require a container, correct, which will count positive numbers and negative numbers. So I require two containers for positive count and negative count. Yes, and initially it is 0. Yes. So here I am assigning, or I am taking two counts. Positive count is equal to 0, negative count is equal to 0. And I am taking one more count to count the numbers, is equal to 0. Clear? Now next step is what? We have to read numbers. So here I am reading a number. Let's say read number A. Read number A. Now I have to check whether this number is positive or negative. Next step is what? We have to check this number is positive or negative. So I will check here. If A is greater than 0, means it is positive. If it is positive, we have to increment what? Positive count. So I will write here PC is equal to PC plus 1. I am incrementing positive count. After incrementation, what we have to do? We have to go to again read a number. We have to check read next number. So go to, I will write here step number. If this condition is not true, means that the number is negative. So I will increment negative count, correct? So after reading one number, we have to increment count also, because we have to read numbers up to 10. N. Whatever the total count is given, we have to read numbers up to that count. So here I am incrementing the count. Now we have to check if this count is less than n. If this count is less than n, we have to read the next number. So we will again go to step number 4. Yes, to read next number I will go to step number 4. Okay, and once we got the positive number, we increment the positive count, and we will go to which step? Step number 7, to increment the count. Yes, at the end we have to display positive count and negative count. Last step will be stop. Okay, is it clear? What we have to do? First we are reading total numbers. Okay, after that we have to count positive and negative number. So for that we are taking two containers. One is positive count and second one is negative count, and which is assigned to 0 value initially. Okay, after that, as we need to read n numbers and we don't know the value of n. Okay, so for that I am taking one container count, which will count the numbers. Okay, now first is we have to read a number. After that we have to check this number is greater than 0. If this is greater than 0, means what? This number is positive, so we will increment positive count. Once positive count is incremented, we have to read next number. Okay, so for that I am going to step number 7 for incrementing the number count. Okay, yes, after, if this number is not positive, means it is negative, so we are incrementing negative count. Yes, then incrementing the count and checking whether this count is less than n. If it is less than n, we have to go to step number 4 and read the next number. Check same condition for the next number, whether that number is positive or negative. Increment the count accordingly. Okay, again increment the number and repeat these operations from step number 4 to step number 7. Okay, till your count is less than 9. Okay, once you reach to less than n, once you reach to number n, okay, means that you have read all the numbers. Now you have to display the final count. So here I am displaying positive count and negative count. Okay, understood? And stop. Is it clear? So in this algorithm, the concept of loops is used. Okay, so see here, from this step we are again going to step number 4. This is what? Loop. We are repeating these operations 1 2 3 4, all these 4 operations again and again. Alright, so this is what? Loop. Okay, so instead of writing these operations again and again, what we are using? We are using concept of loop. Understood? Okay, so I hope algorithm is clear to you. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment box. Okay, and like the video, share it with your friends, share your feedbacks in comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.